kind of get you guys back?
We just stay with it. We actually protected the ball better the second half first. I didn't see the stats, but I have a good feel that we did a better job protecting the ball. We won a lot of our catches and stuff. And, we stayed the course, and our offense just took over the second half. We were more confident. Guys get into their spots more. We play fast in transition. And so that just led to us having a good offense.
Defense fun?
It's very fun. Like, it gets, the fans love it. Everyone, like, it brings the energy to the team and to the arena. It's fun. It's fun once you play.
How contagious is that when you're playing good defense? You see your teammates blocking shots, diving on the floor for loose balls. How contagious is that?
It makes me want to do it. That's all I can say. It makes me want to do it. And when I see someone else do something like that, a crazy play, a block, or dunks, it makes me want to do it. When Colin had that dunk, I'm like, I'm going to try to get a steal and try to go do the same thing, go dunk on somebody. But, it's good energy. That's what we talk about a lot.
Was it playing hard on defense that you ripped your jersey?
I think this was on an offensive rebound. I went for offensive rebound. I think the guy grabbed my jersey. But, this ain't nothing new. I had this plenty of times.
Fill the stat line tonight. We talked a lot about defense, rebounding. But you got a few assists, you scored the ball. Is that kind of a role you're willing to play this year of just, I'll do whatever the team needs at the moment?
Yeah, that's always been the mindset. I try to do whatever I can to help us win. I try to get a little assists, try to get as many rebounds as I can. Points, that's going to work out for this whole season. I try to be all over the court. I try to be all around player the best I can.
Seems like against Georgetown, you guys struggled a little bit with in-game adjustments, but today Colin said, you guys talked amongst each other, said we can break down this offense. What was kind of the difference between making those adjustments and going those games?
I think we made the adjustments earlier. We didn't wait till the end of the game or the last 8 minutes of the game to make an adjustment. We talked about it at halftime, and we actually forced it. Our defense is good. It was really just our offense. And for a team like that, they're a solid team. But they shouldn't be able to stop us. No way. They should be able to stop us. And, once we realize, why aren't we scoring? They have no great rim protectors like us. We could beat them one-on-one. So it's like, why aren't we scoring? But once we realized, the mistakes that we were making on offense, we talked about it and we implemented it in the second half.
Mo, after the Georgetown loss, you said that you guys need to be dogs on defense. Do you feel like you guys were dogs tonight?
Yes. I think we did a better job on defense than we did last game. We were heavy in the gaps. It wasn't easy for them to score. It wasn't many one-on-one possessions because we were in the gaps. We weren't giving anything up. So,
what's your response to some of the shooting concerns that fans have for sure?
I think I'm not really concerned about it, but I just feel like guys are still adjusting a little bit. It's Kentucky basketball. There's a lot of expectations. But I think that as long as we just keep getting to our spots, we keep playing fast, making the right reads. Over time, the shooting is going to come along. We have the shooters, we have the personnel. I think it's going to work out pretty well in a matter of time.
The bad from the first and the good from the second.
Just taking every mistake we made in the first half and try to change it for the second half. We talked about it at halftime about how we got to get our offense moving. Our offense going a little bit. Our defense was pretty good. We didn't have any problem with that. It was just offense kind of first half. But we had to talk about it at halftime and we turned it around.
What happened to your jersey?
They just fouling me like usual. Nothing new, but I just got grabbed. But just looks.
When you see Trent go down, you guys are already battling some injury bugs. What goes through your mind?
I'm just hoping he's all right. We all know Trent is tough. He's a tough kid. But but you know, I'm just praying. We just praying for him. We just hope it wasn't nothing serious.
How do you grade y'all's performance tonight? What do you think you did well, and what do you think you guys need to work on?
I graded like a B. I think we did okay. I think we got a lot of things that we could have did better. You know, we got a lot of games, you know, to improve.
A quick turnaround. You play again Friday?
Yes,
Yeah.
quick turnaround.
So how do you go from being excited, hey, we won a game, to like, all right, now we got to reset, do it again?
Just staying the course. You know what I'm saying? We got to stay the course. We understand the season's here. You know, we're gonna have a lot of games like this back to back. You know, we just gotta stay the course. You know, keep the same thing, the main thing, and come back Friday.
How impressive were the freshmen?
They were very impressive. Mally, you know, he did a very good job on the board. He did a good job around the rim. Jasper did a great job also. You know, scoring, facilitating for others. And, you know, I think we got a very great, probably the best freshman class in college right now.
I know you weren't maybe ecstatic about the defense last game. How do you think you guys did this game? Because it looked like Nicholls State couldn't get anything in the basket.
Yeah, like that was a big emphasis. Like after the Georgetown game was defense. Like we know what we were doing wrong. We just weren't doing it right. But you know, we went over that in practice. Like we talked about being in the gaps heavy, being in the bottom heavy, communicating, and you know, we just took everything that we did wrong versus Georgetown. And we used that today to our advantage.
Can we have your perspective on Colin's dunk?
Man, where's my reaction at, first of all? I was like this, oh my goodness. I couldn't believe it. He got up so high. But you know, he gave the team energy. You know, right after that dunk, I'm like, I want to get one for myself and shut the whole gym down. It was really impressive.
He did that to you in practice?
No, never. No one ever did that before. But you know, I'll do that to somebody else this season.
What kind of an influence do you feel like Denzel has on this team?
I think Denzel, he's one of our leaders on the court. You know, you feel his presence on the court. You know, he can score the ball. He can get down the hill, facilitate. He had team high 6 assists today. So you know, he got a lot of tools with him, you know, that we can use. If we need to score, he can score. You know, if we need to assist, he can do that for us too. So.
What gets him excited though? He always seems like he got the same kind
Denzel?
of temperament. Yeah.
What get him excited? That's funny, but because he's actually one of the guys that talk a lot on the team. But we get each other excited for the game. You know what I'm saying? We try to hype each other up as much as we can, and you know we know what we're playing for. You know, it's Kentucky, so you know, we just remind each other of that before every game. And
How important is it when Colin struggles, obviously, against Georgetown and kind of building him up and kind of instilling that confidence in him and say, hey, we know what you can do, we've seen it all summer, and then watch him kind of follow it up with this performance?
Like, I think that's very important, like forcing the confidence into your teammates, like, because, you know, one bad game doesn't mean you're a bad player. It just means you had a bad day. You know, everyone had bad days, and you know, today was Colin's good day. And, you know, we just kept telling him, like, just keep shooting. You got a good shot, shoot it. You miss it, it's a good shot, keep shooting it. You know, we told him to be aggressive, try to limit the turnovers this game, you know, and take care of the ball. And he had a great game today.
You seem pretty upset about the lack of that after the Georgetown game. How much just of a collective point of emphasis was that for everybody going into the weekend practices coming into this game?
It was kind of depressing a little bit, like after that Georgetown game a little bit. Even though it was an exhibition, but you know, it's still the passion doesn't change because of the opponent or what kind of game it is. But you know, we know we're a better team than that, better defensive team like that, especially like you know we're Kentucky, so the standard is going to be high every game. And you know we know like we were better than that, and we just didn't perform it. We didn't make any changes throughout the game.
What's the biggest change that came out of that Georgetown game?
It was like more of a reality check. You know, like we you know, we was lacking a little bit on defense, and like a little comfortable, you know, as a team. And we was like, we can't ever let that happen again. Like, if the team scoring us, they're gonna have to earn it, you know, the hardest way possible. And that was the mindset coming into tonight. We're gonna make everything hard for them.
Was it more what they were doing or what you guys were doing?
Georgetown?
Yeah.
More of us. We weren't in the gaps. We weren't as connected on defense together. You know what I'm saying? It was too much one-on-one plays that they had. You know, I think if we play like the way we did today, we would have won by a lot.
Did it change anything having Denzel back out there?
Yeah, definitely. Denzel, he's our starting too, so you know he's always gonna be an impact to the team. No matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, you know he's just one of our best players. So you know his presence was felt today on defense and offense.
What did you think of Colin's performance, and what was going through your mind when you saw that dunk?
Man, Colin, he just keeps getting better. You know, he had a kind of a tough game last game, but you know we told him like, you know, we with you, throughout this hard game. You know, everyone have every dog got his day. You know, eventually, you know, we know he's gonna come over that and have a game like how he did today. And that dunk was crazy.
What's the biggest difference having Jalen back?
Having Jalen back, you're gonna see. Everyone's gonna see. Like the offense is gonna be more comfortable because like we've been practicing with Jalen all summer long. Like he was like our offense, you know, almost like he's mainly most of our offense. That's how I started one. So like once he come back, I think he's gonna get more better looks, more open shots. It's gonna be more spacing in the court. Like he's like a focal lead as well. So like once he sees something, he's gonna call it out. You know what I'm saying? Like a true point guard. So you know, he's gonna have that effect once he come back.
Do you feel like right now you guys are passing a lot and giving up the good shot for the great shot too much, maybe? Yes,
I think today we passed up a lot of good looks today. Coach keeps telling us to shoot. You can tell everybody, you know, if it's a good shot, shoot it. But we passed a few of those up, and you know, Coach said to anyone like, if you're gonna pass it up, don't. If you're gonna pass the shot up, you're gonna be on the bench. So I know no one want to be on the bench. So everyone's gonna start shooting more.
Mo, how much better can this team be defensively when JQ gets back and the shot blocking?
Oh man, that's gonna be scary. JQ, he has the energy of him like someone that's been arrested for like 10 years, and like he can't wait to, you know, he got a second opportunity in life. That's JQ's approach. That's his energy. Like he just want to be out there every day. Like, you know, he just keeps talking about, oh, I can't wait to come back. No one's scoring on me. No one's scoring on me. He keeps saying those kind of stuff. So I'm excited for him to come back. I know he's gonna be like an X factor for us on defense.
Have you ever told him that he seems like a guy who's been arrested?
No, I don't. I think he knows that already. Yeah, I can't wait to have JQ back. He was the best defensive shot blocker in college last year as a freshman.
That's a 17-year-old.
So like, imagine what he's gonna do this year. You know, with the amount of energy he have, you know, in him right now for the time he's been out. He talks about it every day. So yeah,
thank you, Mo.
Thank you, Mo.